Hi, I'm Magda from Interiors Exteriors. In this video, I'll take you to a 43 square meter apartment with an unusual layout that allowed for a very efficient use of space. Here, there's a living room with kitchen plus a bedroom, study, large walk-in closet, and a bathroom with a window. How is that possible? You'll see soon. We start, as usual, at the entrance. And right here, we have a spot for keys, a hook for a coat, a seat, a place for shoes, but really, that's all. There's almost no hallway. You immediately enter the living room connected to the kitchen, and here behind this mirror is a wardrobe. So when guests come over and there are more coats to hang up, you just bring them here right away. The wardrobe is exceptionally spacious, especially for a 43 square meter apartment, but that's exactly why there's no need to put a closet or a dresser in the bedroom, and you can really fit a lot of things in here. Not just clothes, but also items like a dryer, a vacuum cleaner, or a clothes drying rack. This apartment is the result of changes made by successive owners, which we can already see on the floor in the different patterns of the parquet. Originally, in the initial layout, there was a closed kitchen in this spot, a closed large room behind me, and in this part, a second room with a window, while the bathroom was where it is now, but with the entrance from this side. So as you can see, a lot has changed. Let's look at the living area walls. Here, among various pictures, there's a piece made by the owner's grandfather, and on this wall, there are two paintings made by her herself. This kitchen was done relatively recently, about 4 years ago, and at first glance it looks very good. White fronts and a wooden countertop are quite a universal, timeless combination, yet the current owner is already considering replacing this kitchen with a new one. Why? Firstly, the current set of furniture isn't as functional as it could be. Look, the only block of drawers is quite narrow, and next to it there's a cabinet with shelves that's not very convenient because the shelves are narrow and deep, which doesn't make it easy to reach for things in the back. On this side of the washing machine there are very narrow, completely open shelves, so everything is visible. The space on this side of the oven hasn't been used at all, it's just a panel and behind it there's empty space. What's more, the cabinets at the top could have been taller, all the way up to the ceiling, to cover the silver pipe. So as you can see, even kitchens that seem fine at first glance aren't necessarily okay in the eyes of people who use them every day and look at them all the time. Due to the limited storage space in the kitchen, the dishes ended up here in the display cabinet. They look really beautiful, I like them a lot. At my own home, I also keep the prettiest dishes displayed like this, but I have to admit, it's not 100% convenient when we don't have the dishes, as handy as when they're in the kitchen. That's why it's most convenient to display the dishes we use less often, and when we use the cabinet to store dishes we use every day, we just have to reach a little farther for them. Here, also pay attention to the wall, where we have these carved grooves. You might think that this is a wall made of hollow bricks and hasn't been plastered, but that's not the case at all. These are simply decorative grooves. They're made in the plaster to give just this kind of raw effect. Here there's still an opening left, where shelves for books have been installed. Thanks to this, we can reach for them both from the living room and from the other side, from the bedroom. And look, if you were to put a freestanding bookshelf here, it would probably reach somewhere up to here, and there wouldn't be a passageway in this spot, or it would be very difficult to get through. The table needs to be closer to the kitchen. When the books are set into the wall, they take up less space. And if the wall were thicker, maybe you could even fit books in 2 rows, so that the spines could face both the living room and the bedroom. Thank you for your attention. In the bedroom area, there's a bed that serves 2 functions. Not only as a bed, of course, but also as storage space, because it's a bed with a storage compartment. And this particular model has a very spacious compartment. I know because I used to have one myself. And look at the modification that was made here at the headboard. Actually, there's an interesting story with this headboard because you don't have to install it at all. If you have a decorative wall, Or if you'd like to hang some upholstered panels that can be mounted on the wall, you can just put the headboard aside or store it in a container. But here it was modified and some decorative slats were glued onto it, which makes the whole bed look much cozier and more homely. A balcony that's 1 meter by 1 meter may not be the biggest, but it's more than enough to enjoy beautiful weather without leaving your home. We have a small table here, 2 chairs, some lights that make the atmosphere really cozy in the evening, and soon flowers will grow in the pots. It's truly a wonderful place. A window in the bathroom is a wonderful thing. It makes the room feel so much more everyday, light, sunny, and we can grow live plants that add a lot of coziness to the interior. I love windows in bathrooms, and unfortunately, they are very rare in apartments, so it's great that one could be here. A very important accent in this bathroom is the gold details. And you can see that the individual gold elements are quite different. For me, that's not a problem, and I think everything looks beautiful together, but there are people who would like to match everything perfectly, and that's not so easy, because different bathroom fixtures are usually bought from different manufacturers, who have slightly different color samples. So if you want to introduce gold into your bathroom and would like everything to match perfectly, check the available options beforehand to see what's available. Available on the market right now, so you won't be disappointed later. A very interesting decorative element are also these tiles, which seem to have deep grooves, but it's actually just an optical illusion, because the indentations are very subtle, and the effect comes from the way these indentations are painted. They are darker, which makes them appear deeper. Next, here under the sink we have drawers, and there are actually 3 drawers. This is rare in bathrooms because usually people install wall-mounted cabinets in case of flooding, so the furniture doesn't get damaged. Here the cabinet extends to the floor, providing extra storage space. There's also an extra cabinet above the toilet here. And take a look down right away, because next to the toilet we have a golden bidet spray. It matches everything in this bathroom. And the bidet spray is an element in bathrooms that was still quite rare just a few years ago, and it used to stir up a lot of emotions, but now more and more people are choosing it because it's just convenient. Previously, a family of 4 lived here, and this room was a children's room. And now it serves as a home office. There are a lot of plants here, plenty of storage space, and most importantly, a large desk where you can work comfortably. It's fascinating, at least to me, how one room can look so different and serve so many functions over the years. What makes this desk so comfortable? Definitely its size. I personally love big desks where I can fit everything, but actually I wanted to show you something else. Look, here under the tabletop we have a crank that we can pull out and lower the tabletop height for more comfort. There are also desks with electric controls that you can raise and lower, and they're really very nice. Sometimes you can raise the tabletop to such a height that it's more comfortable to work standing up. When we've had enough of sitting after many hours, it's really a good alternative. Before the renovation, there were wooden boards on the kitchen floor. They were replaced with tiles for practical reasons. Next, the wall that was right in the middle of the living room and definitely reduced its functionality was demolished. After it was removed, the wooden floor had to be filled in. Take a look at how the bathroom looked before the renovation. Now it has a completely different style. That's all for this video. I'm waiting for your comments, thumbs up, and I hope you're already subscribed to wnetrzazewnetrza. Because if you're looking for ideas on how to decorate your home, you'll find plenty of them here. We have lots of other home tours on the channel, and on our website blog, you'll also find plenty of articles with interesting ideas. So I invite you to watch, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye!